You know, they do say that cutting wood warms you twice. It's true, even when you use chainsaws. Welcome to TNT Homesteading. Join us as we continue to expand our off-grid life here on our 10 acres in eastern Oklahoma. Hey all, welcome to TNT Homesteading. This is Terry. Well, today is the first day of rifle deer season here in Oklahoma, and so I spent the morning out for a little bit and saw nothing. One deer did come in before it was bright enough to see. So I could have kept hunting, but I've got stuff I need to do around here. So I came on back up to the house and changed clothes and decided to go ahead and get started. It's a very cool and cloudy day here in Oklahoma. High is only supposed to be up to 60, and it feels colder than this, but that's all it is. So last week, I cut down a lot of the trees. In fact, you can still sort of see that, but I cut down a lot of the trees, and that helped a whole bunch with power generation this week. So that's been great. Now the clouds aren't going to help, but the trees being gone did help a lot. Now I've got more I want to do, but that is not what's on tap for today. I've got a lot of cleanup to do. I've got all this wood here. I've got wood over there by the tree or the garden that I need to get cleaned up from what I've done. There's still some trees back there that need to be cleaned up. But what I really want is to get this half of the woodshed filled, or at least getting it that direction. Now what I could start using that to start putting in here. However, that is super green and I really don't want to wait that long. So during the tornado damage, it's been just over a year now since tornado came through and took down a lot of trees. There's still quite a bit of trees down from that that's been dead for a year. So I'm going to go get some of that and see about getting it bucked and split and stacked. So how much am I going to get done today? I don't have a clue. I'm not even going to pretend. We're just going to see what I can get done. All right, so I've loaded up all the chainsaw equipment and my chaps and grabbed the truck, got down here on the road where some of these trees are at. The neighbor, they had got the road cleared and just moved stuff out of the way. And so we've got these here on this side and on this side. Sorry, I thought I heard a deer. Some more wood over here. We've got more wood down there. So that's my plan. I'm going to start with all of this. Now this particular piece here, I don't know if you can see. Let me try to zoom in here and show you. I'm actually going to hold off doing this. Now I may go ahead and cut it, but I won't necessarily split it. It still had, after it fell, it had branches coming off of it and working its way up. So that's still green wood. That tree is still alive. So I will cut that, but probably not split it to work with right now. We'll see how it all goes. It's one of those days I'd really rather just sit inside in front of the fire and read a book. And but wood has to get chopped. Wood has to get split, or we'll be really cold. Probably next winter. We probably have enough wood for this winter, but next winter would be really cold. So I need to get this going. That's what a tank of gas will get me. I ran out of gas and I didn't bring the gas tank or the bar chain oil down here with me. So that wasn't very bright of me. So I'll go ahead and drive on up there, drop these big logs off at the wood splitter, and then take the rest over to the woodshed and get them stacked. I've gotten a decent amount done. I've gotten a lot of that cleaned up so I can actually get to some of the bigger stuff there. I do have to watch that red cedar right there because it's still alive. So it's been that way for a year, so it may stay that way, but I don't want it to pop up. So I'll probably cut that next when I start working on that area. Over here, I got the big stuff taken care of. I will come back and clean up the smaller stuff and take it to the burn pile once we get a burn pile going. But at the moment, I'm not messing with that. I'm just trying to get to the bigger stuff over here. Well, I was cold earlier, or a little cool anyway, and I'm not anymore. I'm hot, so I guess that's good. It wasn't as much as I was hoping for, but it's still not bad. And each load will make it a little bit better. So I'm back out here at all this bigger wood that I'm getting ready to start taking care of. Probably go ahead and take down that twisted tree. That thing is pretty funny. It was twisted before the tornado got here. I'm not quite sure what, unless another tornado had hit this tree or something that caused it to twist like that. But yeah, that last one just snapped it right off. But anyway, it's about 2 o'clock. So it's time to get back to this and see how much I can get done. You know, they do say that cutting wood warms you twice. It's true, even when you use chainsaws. So that's what I've gotten done so far on this batch. A lot more of this is going to need to be split than the first batch did, but not everything in here does. Over here, starting to dwindle this pile that was sitting here next to the road. So that's good. I've been fighting with my chainsaw, but I think I finally got that taken care of. I'd had a problem where it kept getting, the blade kept falling off. It would tighten or loosen, wouldn't stay tight. And I bought some stuff a while back to fix it, and it never fixed it because part of it wasn't actually the right part of the thing, right chainsaw. But I took this piece off of the old cover and managed to get it on here, and it's holding it in nice and tight now. The teeth on the old one, when this folds down, it's got teeth that holds in there, and they'd all worn smooth off, so that's why it kept coming undone. I did go ahead down the road and cleaned up a couple of trees that were sort of hanging into the road, so when the neighbor comes, he doesn't have to mess with those trees. I'm wore out. I'm trying to decide what to do. I'd like to keep working on this stump, but part of me would like to get that split, but I probably won't. I'll probably see how much more of this I can get into the truck. If I can get it stacked over by the splitter, then another day I can just go over to the splitter and split. And apparently, I bet you can hear that, they're letting water out of the dam. So anyway, while that thing's going on, I'm going to quit talking and get back to work. Worn out. I'm done chainsawing for the day, but I still got some work to do. I did get those 2 dead trees mostly done. There's still pieces there at the end. They started shifting as I got most of the tree gone. So, but I'm done for today. I'm just too tired. When you're tired, you make mistakes. The bottom one there is the one that's mostly alive still, or semi-alive anyway. But I started cutting it at the base, just in case the roots pulled that root ball down. But to cut any further down, I was going to need to get in the dirt, so I sort of stopped. But that's probably cut more than halfway through right now. Over here, the truck is full. I guess you got a little pocket right up there behind the window there, but truck is full. Most of this is going to need to be split. So I'm going to go unload all this wood over by the splitter. And anything that don't need to be split, I'll take to the woodshed and put everything up and call it quits for the day. All right, it's late, it's dark, and I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but I'm done. Truck is unloaded. Whew, that was a lot of work. But I've got a good stack of wood here to split. So I'm real excited about that. And there's what I've got stacked in the woodshed. So almost 4 feet tall by 8 feet. Probably 3 by 8. Anyway, I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a good day. I'll think fondly of this tomorrow, but right now I'm too tired. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.